Hello, Cancer. This is going to be your October 2020 mid-month reading. So we're going to go ahead and get straight into it. We'll be looking at past, present, future, core reason for the energies and the potential outcome. I'm getting a cramp in my hand. I may want to take care of some type of joint issue. If y'all are experiencing some type of wrist pain, y'all might want to have it taken care of. I don't have wrist pain, but I definitely was cramping in my wrist. Be careful with any possible wrist injuries that may occur. Can we get one more, Spirit, for the potential outcome? So let's get into it. So in the past position, you have the moon in reverse. So you were feeling out of your element. You may have been diving a little bit too deep into your emotions. There may have been some secrets that have been hidden or kept from you in the past. You have the King of Cups presently, so you are definitely out of, if you were feeling out of your element, you are coming into your element in the present time, feeling very in control of your emotions, feeling grounded, feeling luxurious, feeling your best, I heard. And then in your future, you have the Knight of Wands. So what is the core reason for the overall energies is the King of Wands. So there may be someone external from you, a male figure, could be a fire sign. And potential outcome is the Eight of Wands. So there will be some communication between you and this person. And then there may be some action coming towards you from this person. But they won't be in their king energy. They'll be in the energy of a knight, which is someone who moves off of impulse, is not very thought out, very passionate, but not thinking past that passion. But we're going to go ahead and get some clarity on this. I'm also picking up that there may be another individual who is a little bit more emotional or in tune with their emotions, or manipulative in their emotions. So there may be I'm seeing two masculines here. There's one that is very passionate, one that may be quick to anger, speaks without really thinking things through, takes action without thinking about consequences. And then there's another one who may be a Pisces, maybe someone who is stable in their home life, may have a lot going for them financially. And there's going to be some communication or some action or some travel as the potential outcome. So you may be moving towards one of these kings, or you may be the King of Cups yourself, and you may be taking some type of action towards this Knight of Wands. Excuse me. Okay, so we're gonna clarify with the Energy Oracle deck as to whether or not this King of Wands is a person or the energy in which you need to step into or have been utilizing. So divine creator, clarify the King of Wands. Is this a person, or is this the energies that have been at play in October for Cancer? Person or energy, spirit? Clarify this King of Wands as the core reason. So it is energy. So it's some form of action. So some of you have been working really hard to get yourself out of deep emotions surrounding a lack of trust. This can be further introspection. This may come from some type of childhood wounding, something you learned how to not trust. And when you feel a level of distrust for people, it really hits you hard because of some type of lesson that you learned as a child. So currently you are taking steps to move out of that energy. We're taking some action here. You may be impulsively, you may be taking some impromptu trips, and that can be what the Knight of Wands energy is about. You may get some communication about travel, and you just pick up and you just go. You don't think twice about it, with the action card here and the King of Wands being your overall energy. So you're all about, impulse and passion. And especially if it is somebody who you care deeply about, somebody who's in your heart space that is expressing maybe their need to get away, or maybe expressing the fact that they miss you and they may live at a distance towards you. And this is prompting you, that communication is prompting you to take action to go ahead and visit them. So we're going to see what this Knight of Wands in the future position is about. Clarify this Knight of Wands in the future. I was going to say Libra for Cancer 2020. I just did Libra's reading. Thank you, Libra. Close out your energy. Clarify this Knight of Wands in the future position. Okay. walking away from this notion that you always have to be prepared, that you always have to have a plan. You're walking away from that and you're stepping into being a little bit more impulsive, living for the moment. And that's beautiful energy for you, Cancer, as you tend to worry and go within a lot, especially if your home situation is disrupted. So can we clarify this moon in reverse in the past? What is this about? So we've got the Angel of Strength. So in the past, you may have held on to and stood your ground about a certain feeling or emotion, but it was serving you no good purpose. And now you are seeing clearly that this was not a show of true strength, but it was actually a hindrance to your growth. So you've adopted a more loving and compassionate outlook on life. And the Angel of Strength is assisting you with building up your emotional reservoir again, because I feel like you were in a state of depletion. You had no more tears left to cry. I just heard you may have been dealing with feeling like you didn't have the strength to go on, but the Divine Creator is always with you and always sending angels to guide you and to be with you. It is our responsibility to call on them and allow for them to come through and to actually help us in our lives. For the most part, they need our permission to intervene. So if you have been getting back into prayer, or you have tapped into a new way to pray and to serve who or what you call God, it is giving you a newfound sense of strength. So we've got indecision that fell out onto the ground. This actually, I want to clarify this. This indecision could be in regards to what the next step or what the next phase of your life is going to look like. You probably have two options placed before you. It could be another job opportunity, another career path. It could also be an option to relocate, and you are essentially, or you were essentially at a crossroads here. But with this communication or a travel card and all these wands out on the board, I feel like you are going to take some action, and you're going to walk away from some things that are not serving you. Once you fill up your reservoir of emotions and you kind of recharge, you'll see what you need to do, and you'll see the path that is most beneficial for you and your growth. So, since an angel came out, I want to go ahead and get a message from the Sacred Geometry deck, just to see what the energies are, and to get some clarity from Divine on how to proceed forward. Thank you, Divine Creator. What messages from the Sacred Geometry deck do you have for Cancers for October mid-month 2020? Any other messages for Cancer mid-month October 2020? So you've got Cosmic Flower 18, and this one says, the frequency of Cosmic Flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home, the core from which we pour our magnificence out into the world. Cosmic Flower. And then we've got Perception. It says the frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and to take a good, hard, deep look at it. And then you've got Synergy. The frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so that new yet exciting co-creations can give birth to a new reality. So these energies here are, with perception being in the center, this is really talking about how you, Cancer, should be able to shift your perception when you find yourself getting into this energy of having overwhelming negative emotions or being in a negative emotional state for too long. Negative emotions are just, part of the duality of life. We can't always be in bliss. That's just not the law of this third dimensional realm. There is duality here. However, just like we can't always have good feelings and good emotions, we shouldn't linger too long in negative ones. So your perception is everything, and you have the ability to change your reality through your perception. Cosmic Flower is really asking you to call all parts of yourself back home and understand that, even though we are in this world, we are not of this world. We are souls having a physical experience. So once we tap into and we anchor in this idea of being of divine creation, and knowing that we have a home outside of our bodies that is always connected to us and always speaking to us and guiding us, it can help us to shift our perception when we are easily influenced to sit in negativity for too long. With Synergy here, this is asking you to look at certain relationships that don't quite make sense in your current and present situation, or the way your life should look. These interactions in these relationships don't quite make sense, but they feel good. They flow. They bring abundance. They bring blessings. And your perception of them not necessarily having a place in your life needs to shift, so that you can give birth to a new reality, because you are basically the master of your environment and your reality. So if you continue to work on creating a reality that incorporates these relationships or these situations that are a blessing to you by way of, they fill you up, they fill up your cup, and they make you feel abundant, and they bring abundance into your life in some shape or form, then you will be able to live a more full and joyous life. So this has been your reading for October. I hope it resonated with you, and I hope it made sense. Until next time, I love you. Take care.